Hey guys, it's Coach Leon here from Cousins Mixed Martial Arts. Today I'm going to go over some various leg locks with you. Anything from heel hooks to ankle locks, toe holds, knee bars, things like that. I really hope you enjoy the video, so let's get started. Okay guys, the first technique we're going to do, we're going to work on knee bars. We're going to start with a knee bar from side control. So Coach Charlie wants to go ahead and lay down here. When we're in side control position, a lot of times he's looking to get onto his side. When he hip escapes onto his side, he's doing what he wants to do. So I want to make sure that he doesn't have control of my body, because if he has control of my body, I have a hard time spinning. From here, I'm going to post my hands. I'm going to attack the far leg. Since his hip's off the ground, it's easy for me to set up a knee bar from here. I'm just going to spin, sit on his hip, throw my leg over, my other leg over, and then attack for the knee bar. So one more time. Good. So, when he hip escapes, I post on the mat, I spin, sit on his hip, kick my leg over, fall back for the knee bar position. So one more time, full speed. Hip escapes, post, spin, kick, right into knee bar. Okay, next one we're going to do is knee bar from the north-south position. So when my opponent is laying flat on their back and I'm in the north-south position, a lot of times this is one where you can catch them with surprise. They're not going to be expecting it. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm playing in the north-south position. All I'm going to do is I make sure I can clear his arms. So we're going to call this one the leapfrog knee bar from north-south. I'm going to post on his hands so I can clear my hips over, pop my hips up, but keep my hips really low, all the way up so I'm sitting with my knees up on his stomach. From here, I just pick one leg or the other, clear it, kick to the inside, hook the leg, fall back, right into the knee bar position. So it's a fancy knee bar, but it's very slick and sneaky. So that's what we're looking for here. Knee bar position, clear the arms, up, over, right into knee bar. So one more time, full speed. Here, one, bam. Right into knee bar. Okay, the next one's going to be a knee bar. When you have your opponent in the omoplata and they go to roll out, we're going to catch the knee and we're going to set up a knee bar from there. So we're going to start in the closed guard position. So we start in closed guard position. I get my partner in an omoplata. Sometimes they're real quick on us. They go to try to roll out. When they roll out, I'm going to underhook to the leg, my knee pops to the inside, and I pinch my legs together for the knee bar. Let's turn a different angle here. Different angle. We go for the omoplata setup. When he goes to roll out, I just underhook that leg, my knee drops to the inside. Even if his arm is stuck, that's okay. I pinch everything together and go right for the knee bar. So one more time, full speed, same angle. We go for the omoplata. He goes to roll out. I catch, hop my knee to the inside, finish with the knee bar. Okay, now from the same position from the omoplata. This time my opponent, we get them in the omoplata, they might try to stand up and rip their arm out. So what we're going to do is when they stand up, they give us lots of space. We're able to attack their knee for a knee bar in that position. So start in the same position, closed guard. We go for the omoplata setup. This time, they go to stand right up. We hook the leg, my inside leg hooks, then I reach and I lift my hips off the mat so I clamp his leg. Once I clamp his leg, now I'm going to pull him back down. When he lands, pinch my knees together, right for the knee bar. And again, a little bit faster. Omoplata setup. He sets up. I underhook the leg, hook, pull him down, readjust, knee bar. One more time, full speed. Here, one, he sits up, right away. Okay, now we're going to move on to a little leg lock series here. If you get omoplated, how we can use a couple leg locks to help defend ourselves, and we can escape the omoplata or even get the submission. So we start in our opponent's closed guard. He gets us in the omoplata position, and my arm is stuck. Now, what I'm looking to do is, one, I don't want my head to hit the mat, so I'm going to pulse with my hand, pulse with my foot, and I drive my arm that's being attacked as deep as I possibly can. So now here, when he tries to drive me down, I have something to post against the mat instead of just being here and my head hit the ground. So because his feet are dangling in front of us, we're going to attack those. I'm going to grab his toes. First one we're going to do, we're going to push it down, put it right under my chest, grab his hip, and now I'm just going to squeeze for a calf crush. That's the first one. The second one, I grab the toes, I put it on the back of my neck, I look to the ceiling for a toe hold. A lot of times, once you do this, the person's going to lift their foot. When they do that, it gives me a clear shot to sit out and to pass his guard from that position. So one more time. I post right away. His foot's in front of my face. I squish it right in. It's going to hook his hip and give him a calf crush. The second one, toe hold, back of the neck, look towards the ceiling. When he feels pressure, his foot's going to come up because he's pushing against. I let go, sit through, all the way past the guard. Okay, now from our omoplata position, we also have toe holds and heel hooks as well, because when their feet are in front of our face, we're able to attack them with different various leg locks. So we start in the closed guard position. We set up the omoplata. Now from here, a lot of times I want to block his hip, but sometimes I can't get up fast enough. But what I can do is I can block his leg here. Well, because his foot's here, all we're going to do is we're going to reach, we're going to grab his toes, reach over top, and now I'm going to toe hold. Make sure you don't grab the foot, you grab the end of the toes, the meat part. Grab your own hand. Now, to finish the toe hold, I'm going to push his toes right towards his butt. That's the first one. So toe hold. The next one, I'm just going to let go. I'm going to pass his leg. I'm going to open his leg up, reach over top, grab for the reverse heel hook, and then just straighten my back. So one more time. So one more time here. Omoplata setup. I reach right away, grab the toes, go for the toe hold. Or I reach, grab the toes, pass it, and go for the heel hook. That's your omoplata toe hold series. Okay, now we're going to go to a rolling toe hold from standing in someone's guard. Okay, so we're in between their guard here. A lot of times if their legs are up here, they're asking to be ankle locked. He's not holding up onto my upper body. His legs are kind of floating around. So what we're going to do from here, we're going to make sure we're on the inside of his thighs. I'm going to grab his toes. My other foot, I'm going to use it as a hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach through. When I reach through with that hand, I'm going to dive over. I'm going to roll over that arm, and I'm going to make sure I key lock it on my way through. Roll over, key lock. Make sure you turn his toes towards his butt. One more time. Here I use my other foot to help pull. When I roll, that leg kicks up. Grab his toes, roll through, all the way, grab the toes, right towards his butt. Rolling toe hold. Okay guys, now we're going to work on some heel hooks. The first heel hook we're going to do is when you're trying to pass someone's guard and they are attempting to either keep your pressure off of you by putting their knee across your chest, or even attempting to sit up the leg scissor sweep. So we're starting in our opponent's closed guard position. As soon as we break their guard, they hip escape, their knee comes across. Now from here, his knee's across. If he's grabbing my hand, I want to make sure I get my hand back, because we're going to need that. We don't want to get swept over when we do this. So I make sure I get my hand back first, post my hand on the mat. My opposite leg is going to come up, and my hand is going to start to pinch his leg in. So I'm pinching his arm in here, I'm not attacking, or his leg, I'm not attacking it yet. So from here, now I take my knee outs at the bottom, and I'm going to slide it as deep as I possibly can to the inside. So I'm on my foot, on my hand, slide it to the inside, fall back, my leg comes over top. Now I attack for the heel hook position. So we're in his open guard, he escapes, I get my hand free, post, pinch the leg, slide to the inside, leg comes over top, and attack for the heel hook position. So one more time, full speed from the closed guard. We'll start right from the beginning. 1, post, right for the heel hook. Okay, the next heel hook we're going to do from a half guard top. It's when you fake the knee bar, and then you go back the other way, you switch your hips for a heel hook. So we start in the half guard top position. We're here. Everybody knows the traditional knee bar. We step across and we attack the leg. What we're going to do now is we're going to fake that first, step across, post, and I'm going to grab the back of his thigh. When I do that, I'm going to post on my foot. That way my bottom foot can move out. I'm going to move my foot out, fall back to the other side, heel, arm comes over the heel, throw my leg over top. Now I'm in the heel hook position. So, again, we're here, knee bar position. We fake the knee bar, post, slide my leg through, throw my leg over, right for the heel hook. One more time, full speed. Here, 1, right away. Okay, the next one we're going to do a little mini series from when you're standing in your opponent's guard and they have their butterfly hooks in. It's a pretty dangerous position because he's able to manipulate our foundation, our base, and we don't want to get swept over. So we kind of have to move quickly here. So I'm in my opponent's open guard. He has both of his butterfly hooks to the inside. I'm going to pick one knee or the other. That knee, I'm going to push it through, and I'm going to step through at the same time. As I do that, I step through. That hand shoots in as deep as I possibly can. I gable grip my hands together. At the same time, I step over top. I fall back. Now I just lock my legs together. I squeeze for a calf crush. So one more time. Here I'm in the butterfly hooks. This pushes it through, underneath, step, fall back, squeeze for a calf crush. Now, the next one in this series, from here, a lot of times our opponents, they know how to do the leg snake where they reach around for the heel hook. Well, I don't want to get heel hooked from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure all my weight is on the leg that's being attacked, so it's a lot harder to move. If his leg comes out from this position and floats in front of my face, I'm going to grab his toes, reach over top for a toe hold. Now it's very important that all of my weight is on the foot that's being attacked. Go for the toe hold here, or reach over for my own heel hook as well. So one more time. As soon as he comes underneath, all my weight's on my leg. I grab for the toe hold, right away for the heel hook. Okay guys, the last one we're going to do on the DVD here is a series from the half guard top when you're passing. A lot of times you get stuck in the half guard. We don't want their legs to get closed. So what we're going to do from this position, we get in a half guard position, but his legs aren't closed yet. So what I'm going to do, what I call is like a Superman. I'm going to stretch my arm out, my whole body out, lay flat. So it's very difficult now for them to close my legs. Go ahead and try and close your legs. It's a lot harder than if I'm just kind of laying here. He can close his legs and now I'm stuck. So once I get to here, I'm going to make sure I trap the leg, reach over top, secure the hip so he can't hip escape on me here. Now I'm going to reach over and I'm going to grab his leg as well. I can hold here so it's harder, or I can just give it a big hug. Now it's really important now, I'm going to get on my left hip. My head is forward. What I don't want is him to grab my face and cross face me to help pull me back. So I'm going to hide my head forward. Now I'm going to bring my left leg underneath, and now I'm going to stretch my hip forward for a knee bar position. That's the first technique. The second technique, his feet are here. I'm going to reach, grab his toes, reach through, push out on his thigh, and I'm flexing my wrist out, my left wrist for the toe hold. Then I'm going to bring it to the top, back of the head, toe hold. Now, if he doesn't like me pulling for the knee bar, sometimes he likes to pull his leg in. He's fighting me. I'm going to let him do that. I'm going to bring my leg in right till it bends. Then I'm going to grab the toes for a toe hold / calf crush. I don't want to just pull. I also want to push my hips forward for some extra benefit. Worst case scenario, my leg slips out and I pass the guard. So, one more time, the whole thing. Here, we Superman straight out. We spread him straight out. I block the hip. Make sure my head is forward. Grab the leg. Secure it tight. My head's forward. First technique, knee bar. I push my hips forward. Then, I'm going to reach, grab his toes. Toe hold. I can do a toe hold on the top. If he doesn't like me doing the knee bar, he bends his leg. I bring it in. Toe lock or toe hold and calf crush at the same time. Worst case scenario is I pass the guard.